Hello, hello, hello. How are you? Oh my god. How are you all? I hope you're well. How's it going? My name's Kev. This is the Hobby Corner. My throat is a little tender still from yesterday, so I'm gonna need to just have a hard-boiled sweet while chit chat, just to help ease things a little bit. Help to lubricate and keep my throat moist. Yeah, hope you're well. Hope you had a good weekend. Let us know in the chat what you got up to. And if you managed to attend Chillcon. Yeah. There you go. Thank you, Banka. Yes, I was giving head to a lot of people. That's partly why I have such a sore throat. But I'll digress for now, and I'll explain more a bit later. But for now, how are you? Oh, there we go. Lovely mug of bin juice as well. The spray guys are watching. Uh-oh. Deravin, how you doing? I'm going to assume the one is in place of an I. In which case, hello, hello. So yeah. So I'm a little bit later today. Kids are on something new. Well, actually, they're not on something new. They're just being kids right now, so they're not asleep just yet. They're still mucking about, but they're in their bedroom. They're in pajamas and they're technically in bed. I read the stories. I put the sleepy music on. I did my bit. You know when a hard-boiled sweet has been sitting there for long enough that it's no longer hard-boiled? It's more like a toffee now. Oh well, still edible, just about. But yeah, we got lots to discuss because I want to talk a bit about Chillcon, all the fantastic people we met, all the great things that were on, the stuff we were doing, the people we talked to, all that good stuff. I have a look at our swag bag as well because I managed to nab one of the last ones because someone they were like, actually, I need the money more than the bag. I was like, ha. Actually managed to sell some stuff at the Bring and Buy that wasn't just sprues, like fully painted stuff. So that's reinvigorated the painter seller part of me. So that's good. And I kind of wish I brought a bit more now, but hey, this is not good. How you doing, man? But yeah, and then we'll do our memes of the week where we get to see all the hobby style memes. If you are on the Discord, then just hop to the Warhammer memes channel. Pop whatever memes you got. Hop that are related to the hobby and as a whole, not just a Warhammer. And we'll have a little laugh later. But starting right at the top, we're going to do our early bird roll call. How are you doing, Mr. Bunker? Hope you're well. And we've got for you Captain Bazooka as well. How you doing? And of course we've got Deravin. How you doing? This is not good. How you doing? And then Nightbot's doing its thing. Fran Dog, how you doing, man? Hope you're well. Yeah, it is a Monday night, so it's normally a little bit quieter until a bit later. But yeah, I don't mind recapping as we go along. Also, my desk space is an absolute worse mess than it normally is because I was trying to find ways of transporting the painted stuff without breaking them. And I ended up sticking them in empty sweet tubs, but without lids, because of course I'd have to lay everything down, crush it. That wouldn't be any good. But these tubs came in handy. No, I did not eat all of the sweets. Actually, we had a bunch of those little plastic takeaway tubs um, that you can buy from any pound shop or something like that. You get like a whole bulk of them, and it's great for putting leftovers in, like pasta or anything like that. Whack it in the freezer or in the fridge. Done. So yeah, I put the sweets in one of those. Job done. So there we go. So there, I digress. So yeah, it was good. It was great. I really enjoyed it. Boy, was it exhausting. Um, but in a good way. You know when you haven't been out for a long time, and then you finally get to meet old friends, have a good laugh. You go and see all the other great people as well, meet new people, have a laugh with them, and just have like really wholesome chats with people, and that's what it was. And yeah, I really did enjoy it. Refresh. Let's see, it might restream. I'll just refresh the restream, see if that works. Um, I see that everyone else is chatting in a different chat. Is it Discord chat or something else? No. So we are streaming live on both YouTube and Twitch right now. So how exciting! I know it's a new thing I started doing because they changed the T's and C's of affiliates for Twitch, which meant that you could stream to other platforms at the same time, which you couldn't do before. So I thought, hey, let's bring back some more engagement on the old neglected YouTube channel, and yeah, that way I don't have to pick one or the other, and I don't have to reset OBS as well, because every time you want to stream to one platform or the other, you have to reset that, and you got to change Nightbot and all the other things, and it's just like whatevs. That's too much hassle. So let's just make sure it's working again. Yay. Okay, cool. Right. So yeah, Bunk. What did Bunk say? I see everyone. I missed your comment, Bunker. Hope you're doing that. As I done on Twitch. Got it. So the other chats are from Twitch. Yeah. I'm thinking of adding Facebook to it. Maybe Instagram. I don't know. But we'll see how it goes, and then we know what we're doing, sort of thing. But anyway, I don't wait any longer. You don't want to wait any longer. Let me move my wet palette out of the way. Let's move this microphone out of the way. I just want to clear up a little bit before I switch the camera, because I want to sort of have a bit of space so we can see the awesome swag that we got this weekend. Okay. Also, the giving head to everyone was just a little joke, because I have 3D printed copies of my face. So there we go. Let's just pop that on. Whoosh. So Dan from the Lion's Tower, if you remember, he did a digital sculpt of my face, along with a few other content creators, to do like a little content creator town militia for his collections. And he still had my template, and I asked if he could do a Space Marine version, and he was like, yeah. And you know what? I'll do another one with a beanie. So, got beanie me, town militia me, and then buried in there is Space Marine me, which is really cool. And so I was giving out to anyone who came and had a chat with me. I was handing them out. So yeah, and while I also was very busy helping out here and there, doing the meets and greets and helping direct people to the here and there. But I got busy on the 20-minute paint challenge table, which was great fun. Absolute great fun. And just watching the skill levels, the variety of concentration, the variety of age, and all that. It was just amazing to see different people come to this thing. They all have the same tools, they all have the same miniature, and they all produce absolutely completely different things every single time. It was awesome. So I really enjoyed working there. But the end bit was the most exhausting bit. So by the end of the day, of course, my throat started getting a bit sore. But it was the clearing up, folding all the tables, stacking all the chairs, dragging it all around. My goodness, that was crazy. But it was good fun. I never used Twitch either. Really? I said you held my hand and supported my social anxiety. All right, yeah. For the most part. And then, what was it? You managed to find a couple of friends of yours and sort of gravitate to them for a little bit, which was good because I didn't want to feel like I was abandoning you, but I was already helping and you were helping, and it was good that we managed to get done what we needed to get done and meet who we wanted to meet. Not great with technology. YouTube is about my limit. Hey. Twitch is just a lot easier than YouTube, believe it or not. There's really not much difference beyond watch points. Yeah. And hopefully no one is anywhere near claiming a sing for me, because like I said, sore throat. I don't think I could sing today. But now that I've said that, you're probably gonna you must do an orc army with your face on all the boys. That would just look so freaky. It really would. The proportions are just not right. Maybe for a grot, actually. I kind of have the nose for a grot. It's pointy enough. So maybe. My ears are big enough. Anyway. So, shall we have a look at our swag? Shall we see what we got from the event? I think so. Right. Got so much. I really need to do like a spring clean of this desk. Put all the paints back on the rack up there and actually be organised. Right. So, first of all, I want to say a massive thank you to Bunker, because he gave me this big orc knob. The jokes don't end, do they? I gave him some head, he gave me his knob. It was a good time. But that was really kind of him. So got something different to do something with. But not only that, he gave you big knob, yeah. Just mumble through it, yeah. Kevin doesn't have the chin for an orc. Wow. Thank you so much. Thank you. He also gave me this, the third premium kit from the Stormbringer collection. With an extra issue. Oh, mate. I did not know. Oh, man. Which is beyond generous. it's actually ridiculous, actually, how nice that was of him, because it's so cool. It's an amazing collection. You get some floaty dudes. You get a big floaty guy who tells the floaty dudes what to do. A navigator. And then you get a skyboat. Just trying to find a picture of it. So yeah, you get the navigator, you get the sky wardens, and then you get the gun hauler as well. How fantastic is that? And then he gave me this chap, which is the Endrin Master, which again is so freaking awesome. So yeah, two kinds actually, because ever since Carriage and Overlords have come out, I've had my eye on them, but I thought I could never justify starting a new collection. It's just got so much on. But I've always been a big fan of dwarves, always. And you know, I loved gyrocopters, I loved iron breakers. And then, you know, when Age of Sigma happened and he brought out Carriage and Overlord, I was like, oh. So yeah, thank you, dude. I really do appreciate it, man. Yeah, I did drive you there and back, but I mean, it was pretty much on my way anyway. It was like a 15-20 minute diversion at most. And it was nice to have someone to you know, whine and moan about life to while you just sit there quietly listening. Joking. I'll tell you what, it is the most I've ever heard Bunker talk, actually, when he was in the car. Even if I could, you know, I was just struggling to hear him a lot of the time, because he's quite a quiet guy, if you hadn't noticed already. And the car is loud when it's on the motorway, but yeah, it was nice having a chat, you know. So yeah, hopefully we'll do it again next year. So yes, thank you so much, man. I really do appreciate it. Now, some goodies that I got from Chillcon. First of all, I got this for free. I was told that this isn't the current edition for this year, but it's quite recent. It's within one or two editions, and the rules haven't actually changed much at all. So, you know, I've got this awesome book to read through, and I did a little playthrough of the Kings of War table, because I never played Kings of War before, and it really did feel like, you know, Warhammer Fantasy Battles, but a bit more streamlined, you know, like, for example, your units, you don't have to remove models in order to, you know, show the unit strength. You just put a wound marker on it, which I think is great, because then you're not faffing about with interlocking weapons and armor and bits and pieces that get caught or break, and that so that already speeds up the game. You can have all your miniatures glued onto a tray however you want, in whichever configuration, have it nice and dynamic and like a little diorama in itself. That's the unit. You just put a wing marker next to it. Job done. It would speed up setting up your army in a heartbeat. It's crazy. So there we go. Hey Haz, how you doing, man? Hope you're well. Hope your weekend was good. Sounds like Kev was Samwise to Bunker's Frodo. Yeah. Mrs. B said, "You know how she feels." Yeah. Also, I managed to get a signed autograph from MS Dave through the frog. Though unfortunately, the frog thought my name was Keith, so that was a thing, and I felt really terrible telling him that that was the name of my father, and that wasn't very good. I never seen him squirm so much in my life. There we go. I had a good laugh with it anyway. But yeah, Dave from MS Paints and his absolute wonderful partner. They are such a lovely couple. You know, he's a good laugh. She's very, like, a very natural conversationalist as well. So you don't feel like anyone is talking too much about this or that or themselves or whatever. It was just natural and yeah, it was good. So I ended up having a good chin wag for about 10 minutes. Whilst Peachy and Louise Sugden were on the table right next to us, having a good old chit chat to the Two Thin Coats lads. So you know that was interesting. Duncan wasn't there, unfortunately. But hey ho. I did have a good chat to Peachy as well, and it was good. It was really nice that he remembered me from last year and from, you know, the the little videos I send him. And yeah, I was, my favourite line, which you know, I was hoping I wouldn't fluff, because you know I tell a jokes a lot, most of the time, say 80% of the time, I'll fluff it, and I'll absolutely cock it up. It'll ruin the joke. But this time I was like, hey, look, just to say thank you for you pegging me, I want to give you some head. Because of course, yeah, last year he was going around with little pegs, pegging everyone, you know? And yeah, I thought it was only fair that I returned the favour. So I gave him a few of my heads, and yeah, he was chuffed with that, which was good fun. And Louise Sugden from Rogue Hobbies, I can confirm she is exactly as videos and live streams. She is that excitable, she is that full of energy, and she is that friendly and lovely a person. It's a real shock, because you know, you get excitable people, you get nice people, you get, you know, you're always surrounded by nice people in one form or another. But that the level of energy, I'd never met someone with that level of positive energy before, and it took me a minute to adjust. But yeah, absolutely lovely person. So it was nice to have a brief chat with her as well. I also met Pete the Wargamer. So I haven't met him before, and I can guarantee, he sounds exactly the same in real life as to how he does on his channel. His voice is the perfect narrator's voice I've ever heard outside of Morgan Freeman. You know, like Morgan Freeman, he's got that, you know, that little slight Southern American sort of, you know, nice relaxing tones to his voice. And then Pete the Wargamer has just got that lovely English narrator's voice, and it was just, oh man, I could listen to him chat for ages. But anyway, you know, he's a good lad. He is a good lad. And then of course I met Ross as well. He came skidding past in his mum's car, because he was visiting family locally, so it was like he got a lift there. Shouting abuse at me in the car park. Anyway, it was a good lad. You missed it. Whose voice? Pete the Wargamer. Check him out on YouTube. His voice, I tell you, you could listen to it for so long. I mean, it's just such a lovely voice. Um, so yeah, had a laugh with Ross as well from Fohammer. Look, it was official. I was crew. There you go. There's my name. It's laminated. It's a lanyard. It's official. I'm just excited because I didn't get a lanyard last year. So I'm easily pleased. What can I say? But what else have I got in my swag bag? Oh, I hear you ask. Well, not only did I get a lovely signed autograph from MS Paint, but I also got this It's so funny. It's a little Vampire Counts frog. So it is his little froggy character from his show. Well, let's see if I can pop it open. Oh my god, it's a simple bit of packaging, but it's bloody tricky to open. There we go. Look at this. That is funky as heck. It's just I'm gonna have to get there we go. Let's get the zoom ready. Oh, don't you slide. Stay where you're supposed to stay. Will it get you into Disney World on the cheap? Probably not, but you know. Look at this chap, eh? That's a fun little critter. So, yeah, that one's going to be a fun one to paint up. So that's the health and safety frog, and it was from Hayfield, I think the company's called. But it's a bit blurry to see, so. But I mean, it's a fun little design, right? So yeah, I handed them out, which was lovely. What else have we got? Also, I saw the guys at War on Terror. That awesome new game system that they are on the cusp of putting out for general release now. They're just still fulfilling the pre-orders. But they gave me a few of their newer troopers, and these are pretty cool. So they have got like pulse rifles. How cool is that? A little bit towish, I know, but the old rifles were like a solid, you know, thing. Hang on, I can reach it from here. Gosh, there we go. So there's the variation. There we go. And they got more stuff coming out as well. And not only that, but they also have they have two new game systems that they were showing off. So there was like a fun-friendly, family-friendly, like card-based game system that they were showing off called Cute Ninja. And then they had another board game style one, which was pirate ships, and you had to go around and navigate around, you know, like islands and different events. Try not to bump into other players and try and get loot and stuff like that. But it was like a, you know, like a tiled based game. So, you know, it had a bit more tactical variety. So, of course, they were so inundated because there's only two of them, and they had 3 game systems to advertise. Those guys were absolutely run off, but you know, they did a fantastic job. Put it on a gold chain. Looking forward to getting the War and Terror rulebook. Yeah, man. And it. Oh, I'll tell you what. It comes if whatever you pre-ordered, it comes in a very nice presentation box. So you know, look out for that because it's gonna come in the post, and you'll be like, "Ooh, that's nice." But yeah, they were showing off all the newer bits and pieces they were adding to the current ranges, and then you know the extra game systems that they were doing. Because of course, if you remember the interview we did last year, they did explain that it was just the beginning. They had so many more plans. They got more game systems they want to go through. So yeah, keep your eyes peeled, and hopefully we'll get to have a nice little chat with them again. Also, perks of being in the event was these. Oh, there's a white in here somewhere. Where are you? Ah, it's somewhere in the box, but there you go. I got two other colours. There's a green and a white in the bag somewhere. But hey, look, my first Pro Acrylic paints. But you know, these were after the 20-minute paint challenge event was done, and of course, these paints won't last an entire year. So you know, they were just leftover products, and it was like, yeah, if you want to grab some, you can. So now I can give these a real good try out and see what they're really like, which is great because I've been wanting to try other ranges of paints for a long time, and yeah, I have got the Army Painter War paints, but this is completely different because it's gel based, so they act completely different. So that's going to be fun to play with. What have we got in here? We have the event exclusive. So this monstrosity, there we go, from the AWA game design. So that's the lads who do War on Terror, and they were an official sponsor of Chillcon, as you can see. But yeah, look, you got poor dead Jude, and then you got this big, nasty, gribbly alien. And then of course it's got like tons of pipes for the weaponry, and it's all posable as well, which is great because it's all on ball joints there. And then of course, again with the arms, they're on ball joints as well, so you can pose them how you want. But what I find interesting is the mixture that they used, the combination of resin. They've gone for something that is detailed enough for their designs. And remember when we talked to them, they said they didn't want to do overly complicated designs because they want to streamline the painting process so everyone can sort of get playing sooner. But look at this flexibility. Yeah, I ain't gonna be afraid to drop that. That's gonna bounce and not break at all. So that's awesome. What's that? It's just a bit of basing from a miniature. That's not from there. But there you go. I mean, and but it looks great. So I cannot wait to get that painted up. That's going to be good fun. Wash, 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 push. There we go. So that was in that little bag there. We'll pop that up there for now. I also got a spud. Now these were going very quickly. So you had a wizard one, you had a sci-fi-ish style one, which is the one I got. Little gun. It's more like Modern Warfare, really, isn't it? It's such a fun little miniature. There's one with him on a tank, which was about, the tank was about that big, so it was like a miniaturized version of one of these sitting in the cockpit. But it was yeah, they looked so much fun. So yeah, again, another fantastic miniature to try out, something different, you know. Oh, I've got a couple of these. Yeah. So I've got 2 spares of these, which I want to do a little giveaway with. So we'll figure something out at the end of the week. But I want to do a little giveaway where you, if you didn't manage to get to Chillcon, you get a chance to win the event exclusive miniature. So there we go. You know, pass the love around, as they say. And here is the event mug as well. Hey. Looks alright, doesn't it? Huh? Not bad at all. I didn't get one. Didn't even think of asking. They had a whole bin full of bags, full, like in the staff room, and they said at the end, help yourself to one, because they got nowhere to store it, you know. But yeah, another mug, which is always good for the collection. What else have I got in my swag bag? Let's get rid of those little baggies. Ah, there's the green paint. The green and the white. There you go. See, I told you. I wasn't lying. Bold titanium white. Apparently this is the best white out there. We shall see. So, what have we got? Oh my goodness. Hey, you know what? I didn't actually look in this bag properly. So, we got something from Hayland. That was it, not Hayfield. Hayland. Hayland. They were there. They had their own stall in the corner as well. And look at that. It's like a survivor of some kind. Or maybe a monk. Someone who has a walking stick of some kind. So that'll be interesting. Maybe I can use it for a diorama. Or if I get back into gaming, I'll definitely have something as like an objective. Alright, you also got a copy of Miniature War Games. So this will cover everything. Oh my goodness, that looks like a fun game. Dystopian Wars. That looks so cool. South London Warlords presents Salute. I am thinking of going to Salute. 13th of April though. Ooh, tempting. Because, you know, it's only in the other side of London from me. And take the kids, which would be fun. So yeah. You know what? I've never read that before. So I've got new reading material. Something I haven't read before, which is good. Expand my horizons, you know. Break out of that Warhammer bubble. What else have I got in here? Let's roll. Yeah, that's right. This is a handmade dice bag. Oh my, there's stuff inside as well. Oh, look, we got wax seals. Oh, that looks So good. You see little paw prints. Is that a wolf howling? That's a wolf howling at the moon. Some mountains and starry sky, and of course the D20 dice as well. So this is from Fancrafted Limited. So there we go. It's a little bit of advertising for them. That's freaking awesome. Oh, we got a mystery die. Mystery Mimic. Collect 6. And this is series 1. Unlock the mystery and add a little surprise to your D&D game. Each box contains 2 3D printed miniatures, one in the form of an object and one in the true form of the mimic, with 6 to collect. Possibilities can... Ooh. Let's have a look, see. Oh, it's a crate. That's cool. And then there's the mimic. How sick is that? I think that's a great concept, actually. Adds a nice bit of variety, doesn't it? So yeah, more fun stuff to paint up. There we go. And of course, the Lion's Tower was also there, advertising crystal collapse, which looked great, by the way. They had Dan built a little display board. Well, actually, it wasn't a display board. It was like a little play testing board, and all the miniatures were on there. I even put mine up on the little display cabinet for people to have a look at. That looks so good, though. Let's have a little. Look at that pose. So this is at the smaller 28mm scale, because the crystal collapse stuff is at the 40mm scale. So if you want to see the difference there, you know, this is the scale he normally does, and this is what he's done for that game system. So it gives you an idea. There you go. Regular guardsman, space marine. But I mean, it's a great looking miniature there. Just drawing out the sword from the back scabbard. Come on. Sweet. Alright, let's pop that back in there. I have a nice little collection of Lion Tower miniatures now. Get painted up. Oh, I ended up with another one. Sweet. So there you go. I will have 3 to give away to 3 very lucky people. We have got a dice tray, so it's got this year's design on it as well, and of course I got last year's one, so now I've got 2 dice trays. I can feel a little special when I roll those dice. We have got Rubicon models, Zukov and Timoshenko. I think I got this last year, actually. So maybe I could do something a bit interesting with them then. Marshals of the Soviet Union. Yeah, so I'm gonna get creative with that. Oh, I got another spot. It is the exact same one. Okay, well there you go. I got 2 spuds. You know what? I'll put that in the giveaway pile for sure. That's a cool mug. I got the paint water one. Ah, sweet. That's freebie fail. I got loads of freebies from Lion's Tail though. Yeah, he got some minis that I don't have. You know, I'm not upset or anything at all. Look at this. I finally got some Too Thin Coat paints. Hooray! Again, this was in the swag bag as well. So, look at this. What have we got? We have got Vampire Thirst. Ooh. That's a very deep red. Oh, can you hear the little paint mixables in there? This is Desert Rust. And then we've got Third Degree. So this, I guess, is going to be from the Wave 3. I assume it's from their Wave 3, and it's... because I don't think they had effect paints before. But it looks like these are going to be your sort of technical paints, essentially. So, Nylic Oxide, you know... I can't remember what the bloody Rust one was. And then, you know, Blood for the Blood God. Actually, I don't want to break this seal on it. So, yeah, again, more stuff to try out. Oh, look, there we go. And then we got some stickers, Transatlantic Games and Duncan Roads. So that's going to go on the wet palette. Ooh, hey, we've got some brushes. ABC brushes. Hey, they look... my goodness, they're so fine. You know how I was saying I needed some, like, fine detail brushes, like, with good points on them? Well, I got some. These are so tiny. What is that? 10/0, 5/0, 0, 20/0, 2, 4. What's the biggest size here? I think, oh my goodness, hang on, what's that one? 0. Yeah, 0 is the biggest one there. So there you go. I mean, what can I say? That's going straight over there, next to the other paint brushes. What have we got in there? This is ABC Warriors, who do 2000 AD Rebellion and Warlord games. Rogue Master I can't even say it. Master Cods. 3 miniatures and 1 game card for the ABC Warriors miniatures game. These look fun. Optional head attachments as well. Intent on a sacred mission to free the Master Cods. Robots enslaved on Mars by humans follow the oil war. Vulcan, icon of icons, incited an uprising to liberate them. Rogue Master Cods, who came under the sway of Vulcan, so on the nose, went on a rampage across the industrial city of Mechana. Red Mars rises. Alright, let's have a look. Get quite a lot in this bag, eh? Apparently, there was about 150 quid's worth of gear in this bag. So, I've got a playing card that's got the stats and everything on it. Its abilities. Stats as well. Just the one card? Yeah, just the one card. And then here's the miniatures themselves. See what they feel like in hand. Wow, there we go. We've got some bases. Ooh. Okay. Warlord games. Package for you by Faz. There we go. Thank you very much, Faz. I think that's quite cool, actually, that it tells you who packaged them. So, you know who to thank or who to complain to, I guess. That's bad. But look at this. This is so weird. It's an interesting sculpt, that's for sure. And these are very different. Each one's quite different. These are the weapons. It's hard to tell if it's resin or... yeah, I think it is a type of resin. I don't think it's plastic. But it's a very flexy... not very flexy, actually. It's got flex to it, though. So... would that be on that one? No, it would be on this one. Big old chainsaw, of course. And then you got the various funky looking robot heads as well. They got so much character. Hang on, let me just zoom in on this. Look at these. They're good fun. So there we go. Not sure what to make of those, to be honest, except that they are really fun. They're not like, it doesn't feel like they taking themselves too seriously there. And you know what, it's refreshing to get a game system that's just, you know, having fun with itself. So yeah, let's pop that in there. Whoosh, there we go. Oh look, I didn't notice the seals have sticky backs on them, so you can. There we go. Way, awesome. That's gonna go safe space right there. In my safe space. Now, what are you gonna do with all of that beautiful stuff and all those wonderful miniatures? You're gonna want to paint them, aren't you? Well, what better to paint them, or to get started painting, than a can of Colour Forge? That's right, you got a whole can, a brand new can, so new you can pop the top of it off. Don't spray it in my eyes. There we go. From the Colour Forge guys, I mean that is really generous of them, because, you know, these cans retail for 12 quid each, or, you know, 3 for 30 quid. And it's, you know, it's a chunky thing. So throwing it in so you can get this stuff painted, I mean, that's great. And Ghoul Grey is like the perfect medium, like, base coat. It really is. So yeah, they were doing a great deal there as well. They had what was it, 3 for 30, 6 for 50 something pounds, and then 12 for 100, which is, you know, a massive saving there. So yeah, no, they were good, and I got to have a nice chat with Sam, and oh man, why am I so bad with names all the time? I really do apologize. If you're still watching, shout the name of your colleague, because he was really enthusiastic as well, and I want to give him a good shout out because he was awesome. I'm just terrible with names, I always have been. But yeah, it was nice to have a chat with those lads. And yeah, I want to... Deravin is not the real name. You just tagging them. Oh, my apologies. But yeah, no. Stand up, guys. So yeah. We do have an affiliate link, by the way. So if you want to get yourself some awesome sprays, you know, get 3 for 30 quid. They're gonna last you some time. They're big 50ml cans. works out at tenner a pop, which is, you know, so much cheaper than the competition. Go for it. And it will help us out while helping you out. And with the nicer weather on its way, I mean, it's the perfect time to get priming. And then, of course, what else did we get? We got this. The Sarisa Precision System Sci-Fi 28mm twin silo set. Look at that. It's laser cut board. Oh, I love that smell. That smell reminds me of design tech at school. You know, where you got to do all the woodwork, and on the old Apple Mac computers, you got to design something that the machine would then buzz out of a bit of plastic, and oh look, I've got a clock that looks absolutely rubbish. And of course, the last few bits in here as well. So, Finding Foxy by Pandyman Entertainment. What is this? These are just funky little designs. Finding Foxy can be played solo or against other players. The rules are simple. The players choose the Foxy they don't want to see and take turns flipping over the cards until the Foxy was found. Ah, okay, so you cut them out and they're cards. That makes sense, okay. One player should cut out the cards and place them in plastic sleeves. This should protect give a strip of paper. Players can also put other cards in the plastic sleeve to help this. Alright, great. At the start of each game, the players should shuffle the deck. It could be over in just a flip of the cards. Oh, that's a fun little game, isn't it? So, yeah, here we go. It's got a little fun. Got a huge Chillcon sticker. Oh, look at that. I'll whack it right in the middle, I think. Right in the middle of my desk. And on the flip side, look. We got the aliens from War on Terror. Whoa. Sweet. And we have the miniature handbook for the Kings of War rule set. So, you know, you got all your basic rules there ready to go for quick reference. Look at that. With some of the rules for the basic groups, which is good fun. Yeah. Look at that. So absolutely spoiled with this box. It's not a box, it's a bag. Is that everything? That is everything. Blimey. That was a lot of stuff. So yeah, that's going to keep me very busy for a long time. I know last year's one kept me busy for a while, and this is going to be no exception. So, yeah, that one was my one. I missed that. I'm going to leave the paints out on the side there. But yeah, I got 3 wonderful spares of the exclusive. I'm actually going to send one to Bunker because, you know, he didn't get one, so I'll have 2 to give away. And like I said, I'll figure something out, a way of doing that on Friday's stream. So there we go. How cool was that, eh? What do you think of the swag bag? Do you think it was worth 30 quid? Do you think it was a rip? Is there anything you got your eye on? I mean, I honestly think that was a pretty good bag. A pretty good bag indeed. Yeah. I don't think anyone would really regret getting that, to be honest. Um, it's 10 to 10. Shall we have a look at memes of the week? I think we should. Let me just load it all up. Let's have a look. See, look here. Discord. Here's a. Oh, I think something was slipping. It was a fucking awesome bag for 30 quid. So, I think you can't go wrong, really, with that. There we go. Alright, it's going to be a short and sweet one, so we can include some regular memes in as well, I reckon. So, here we go with memes of the week. Memes of the week, memes of the week, memes of the week. Ah, fuck. Here we go, here we go, here we go. So, memes of the week is our weekly feature where we get to have a look at your hobby-related memes. And then occasionally we'll have a look at some regular memes too. Bill has been very busy supplying us with some. Here we go, we've got Dawn. Have the Black Templars received their copies of the Codex Astartes? Should I try and do the voice? What are you going to paint first? It's very hard to decide what I'm going to paint first. I'm tempted by the alien, but also the spud. But Lion's Tower one is good. I don't know. It's tough to say. Oh right, the Codex. The Codex from Gurliman. The Codex limiting our chapter to 1,000 Marines. Rowboat Gilliman's Codex. I don't know, I can't do that voice. That voice is too iconic. Give it like it just starts fire, starts throwing them in. Those blasted Black Templars. Who can tell how many they have, eh? Who can tell? Next up. Yeah, I play meta now. Meta? That means I'm not allowed to have fun anymore for the rest of my life. Shots fired at the competitive players there. Oh dear. Those poor guys. Sweet, it's very expensive to be a meta chaser as well, isn't it? There's that. Stop talking trash about the Primarchs. Perturbo is resourceful. Horus was a great leader. Magnus was very wise. Lorgar. Angron is mighty. poor Lorgar. Always at the butt of everyone's jokes. But hey, I mean, he turned out to be a real evil SOB, didn't he? So, you know, you never know. Trying to figure out 40k canon. It makes it makes no damn sense. Compels me though. I feel like that's the same for pretty much all of the game systems, really, isn't it? Oh yeah, that's my hot take. All game systems make no sense. They're in weird places, in weird times. They're weird factions with weird, you know, drives. It's all weird, but it's all good fun, and that's the main thing, isn't it? That's the end of the Warhammer ones. Oh man. So let's have a look at these memes. Oh, we got a few more. Yeah, you did as well, didn't you? You sods. So there was a time where we'd all assume you'd lost a bet, but now Elmo is very confused when the cow he gets his milk from. Oh my god, really? Okay, moving on. This is Focus by Hocus Pocus. Yeah, let's get flagged. Why not? Yeah, I think that'd be enough. And they did get me to sing it as well. And I'll tell you what, I enjoyed it a little too much. But there's no enjoying too much, really, is there? Welcome to adulthood. You get mad when they rearrange the grocery store now. Yeah, I do. That hits me personally, and I do get annoyed because you get used to the layout. You know where everything is. You're like, right, I could be in and out 10, 15 minutes if it's busy and there's a queue at the checkouts, right? You go in, move things around, you're just like, great, thank you. And they do it because then you'll get to see more products and then you end up spending more. There's a reason behind it, but it's just like, come on, man. It was on a Nike advert with Wayne Rooney years ago. Yeah, it was. Yeah, that was a fun. That was a fun advert. It was a long one as well, though. And tons of really well-known footballers at the time. There we go. Right, next up, we have got the Ninja Turtles. We must study ninjutsu and live in the sewers so people don't know we exist. Also, the Ninja Turtles. Giant blimp with turtles on it. Yeah, don't forget the van which also looked pretty much like that blimp but had wheels. You know, super stealthy. Who's gonna know? But I think at this point in time, everyone knew that there were some mutant Ninja Turtles knocking about because they saved the day plenty of times. And there was this squishy alien thing in a robot suit, but he was in the tummy bit and he had a massive globe-shaped ship that tunneled through the ground. And he would pop out of the ground and go, and then they'll come and kick butt, or Shredder would be there going, and then, you know, they go and kick butt. And, you know, it was like, okay. Show. Krang, that was it. Did you see Steve Harley passed? I did not. Don't forget the Rat King and Baxter Stock. Yeah, I mean, it was all a weird one, wasn't it? So there we go. Here is me figuring out okay. All right. So yeah, I had, you know, I'm terrible with names, so I had to quickly look that up. English singer, songwriter, and frontman of the glam rock group Cockney Rebel. He scored 5 UK hit singles with the band in the mid-70s, including Judy Teen, Mr. Soft, and the #1, Make Me Smile, Come Up and See Me. Hey yo. There you go. Another talented member laid to rest. There you go. The gears of the universe keep on grinding on, don't they? Anyway, let's move on to lighter things, right? Innocent child chokes to death on candy, Oompa Loompas. So anyway, I started dancing. That's a poorly timed. Jesus Christ. That's such a poorly timed meme. Just mention how someone passed away, and then there's one joke in the package. Oh God. Why am I acting surprised? I should not be surprised at all. This is just the way the internet works, isn't it? Kang. Are you sure it was Kang? I like the fact they covered up their hands with the gun, with the gloves. There we go. Oh no. Meanwhile, in Egypt. Oh my God. These Michael Jackson ones always get me. Egypt. It looks a lot like Nefertiti. Oh my God. Alright. It's just ridiculous. You know, like where the laughter builds up from meme upon meme of the same joke, but like the varieties of them. And then you just see another one and you just can't help at all. Oh my God. There's another one. The Black Eyed Peas. Oh my God. Oh my God. Look, you can all see. I got a feeling. Oh my, oh my God. It's so childish. I can't take it serious. You know what? Of all the ones there, that are weird, it's the Will I Am one that is really fucking just. Oh my days. Wow. Whew. Okay. I'm good. It is a good meme. Character concept: barbarian who was not the chosen one, and couldn't draw the sword from the stone. Instead, they just lift the whole thing and use it as a giant hammer. I mean, it's a game. It's sure. Yeah, that would work. It wouldn't work in real life, but you'd definitely have to hold it here. You would not be able to hold it there. It would snap. But that's an interesting way of looking at it, isn't it? And you know what? As the rock wears away from being smashed into faces and trolls and all that sort of stuff, you'll get closer and closer to unlocking the sword. Yeah. It's a great D&D character concept. It is. It's a little bit OP. Just imagine how strong you'd have to be to swing that about. It's crazy. So yeah, that concludes our segment of memes of the week. Oh my God, those Michael Jackson. Seriously, I can't handle any more Michael Jackson memes. No more, please. I got a fihili. Okay. Okay, I'm good. I'm good. Anyway, if anyone's got any questions about Chillcon, you know, about what was going on, what games and stuff, or all that, just let me know in the chat. Because I got an hour of content to make up. No, actually, I can put something together because I'm not gonna paint tonight. I'm absolutely done in. But I could start putting some bits together for sure. Just what am I gonna do? What you gonna do? Hey, gotta know respect. Oh, what do you think you do? Oh, why are you looking so sad? It's a not so bad. It's a nice place. Ah, shut up, your face. Aha, actually, got this recently. Really needed it because it's just perfect for not just for keeping the desk area tidy without fear of sucking up any of those little bits and pieces, but right. Oh my god, this. See, you can clean. You can pop it off so you can clean that bit. But I mean, it is really cheap, so who knows if it actually works. But yeah, it's got this so you can sort of protect yourself from having any small bits sucked up. But like I said, it's got that little collection bit there, so you should be all right. Let's try it out, shall we? See if it was worth the hype. We also got to meet some of the Twitch fam as well. We did indeed. Though you met more than I did because I guess because I was working while you were dossing. Okay. Where's the the USB hub is on the other side. Come to me, my pretty. Whoa. Hey, it's got a great bit of suction on it. Works well. Pop this other bit on. Oh, nice. There we go. So now I can have a tidy desk. Did the camera quit on me? Oh my god, that's the first, isn't it? That camera has not quit on us in ages. That's so weird. But there we go. So yeah, Bunker is much better with names. He can drop the names of the wonderful Twitch family that were there. But yeah, there you go. Let's just suck some bits up. I would not crack it open before it was over a bin though, because there's no like bag for collecting, and if you tip it, everything's got to come out the nozzle. But I mean, for something that's from a pound shop, it does the job. You know what I mean? That's all you need. So, Wolfhammer Gaming, yeah, you were one of them, weren't you, mate? Great testing the suction. Unintentional. What I was just giving my little Poundland keyboard vacuum a go, and I cleaned the keyboard and it worked, so I'm happy. But I think when I put it into the USB hub, which the camera is connected to, it just disconnected the camera or froze the camera for some reason. So it might have just been a power fluctuation that affected it. But just give it a what? Behave yourself. Hope you're well. You just missed me laughing like an idiot at some Michael Jackson memes. It's just ridiculous. It really is. Yeah, I'm alright. Throat is still a bit here and there, but you know, I'm okay. And we went through, so you'll have to watch it back basically, but we went through the swag bag because I managed to grab one, and some of the freebies that were being handed out as well. And yeah, I mean, and of course, you know, I got some bits from Bunker because he was super generous. Even though he says, yeah, but you know, you gave me a lift there and back, and it's like, yeah, but you know, you didn't have to, man. You didn't have to at all. So, yeah, I think I will put something together. You know what? Let's put this thing together. It makes sense, right? It makes perfect sense. This is the event miniature. Why would I not put it together? So let's have a look, see what we got here. Oh no, this one actually did break. It must have got crushed. Right, well, I'll make this one mine. It won't be the one that I give away. Jace, how you doing? No, I never finished it. I just didn't have the time. I got back so late on Saturday. After only getting like 2 hours to put a bit of paint on it on Saturday, that, you know, there was no point in me trying to, because then I'd be up all night, and I didn't even have anything for a base either. So, but I'm gonna get it finished, and I will enter it next year. And Judge Gudge, who is a Golden Demon winner of many moons ago, he gave me a few bits of advice on some painting that I had finished, and the areas to work on and that, which was really constructive, really helpful. So I know what I need to aim for. I know what I can improve on, just to really push it that bit more. And now that I've got that bit more time, I can really push it to the best of my abilities as well. So yeah. So there we go. So we've got 2 arms. Should we see the picture? So I know what it roughly looks like. So this arm will go up that way, like So. Yeah. So did you boys get yourself a swag bag by any chance? May have eaten too much pizza and now can't get off the sofa. Oh, that's a nice moment to have in it. Like, you know. Oh, ah, my bad. That's how I imagine they talk. Though they could just be like, excuse me, but we are claiming this planet for ourselves. Could you evacuate, please? Thank you. Right. So there's a little bump on this rock here. There's a little dip there, or divot as it would be called, there, like that. And then gotta find, yeah, the foot goes just there, like that. Cool. Like that. There we go. It's like such a fun mini, doesn't it? But how tired was everyone after yesterday, hey? A bunker told me, like, within half hour of me leaving, after dropping him off, it just conked out. That was it. He just went fast asleep. Still decompressing from it. Yeah, I feel the same. We were discussing this before. Like, some people, you know, like, they have a social meter that fills up when they're socially engaging people, and then others have a social meter that, you know, drains, and there's like a limit to how much energy and enthusiasm you can put out in a social environment. And yeah, very much agree with him on how it felt that day. Like, it was a great day, but it was draining. It's getting old. It's how I deal with social overload too. I'll go one day. Oh, I'm so glad you will, mate, because it is chill, you know. Like, you get enough time to see everything you want to see. And you know, you can even get time for a few games, try them out, that sort of thing. I think that will go at the bottom there. Yeah. Okay. Get to meet lots of people, have a nice chat with you know, the people on the guest table and that. And you know, on food there as well is great. Like, first of all, I didn't get the cupcakes again because, you know, they were going to be way too much for me, sweet wise. But they were phenomenal. Okay. But then when it came to lunchtime, there was a burger van and a noodle van, and I struggled so much on which one I was going for. I ended up going with the burger one because I wasn't in the mood for something that had a bit of a spicy kick. But they looked fantastic. Those noodles were, and they smelled great. But the burger was beautiful as well. It's well, like, it just had all like the nice extras in there, and like it's just perfectly cooked. Oh god, I could eat that again, definitely. It would be awesome to see you in person, dude. I mean, there is a Warhammer World meetup on the 20th of June. It's a Thursday, so might have to take the day off work if you want to go. But yeah, we're gonna spend the day just rolling dice and having a laugh. There's no pressure to play, like you can just go to watch if you want. No, that's definitely got to go like that. I think, yeah. A temporary sign up for Warhammer World. Should do. I should do. That is a good idea, Bill. You're not just a quick wit, are you? You are a man of actual good ideas. Hey. This is easy enough to figure out. Very simple build to make, really. But I like the fact that you've got some flexibility in how you put the bits together as well. So it doesn't have to be a certain way. Do 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 boo boo doo. I'm going to put these crystals at the bottom though. And then I can put this weird bladed guns on the top. Do, 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 do. I like this glue, it comes out quite thickly. Yeah, sometimes glue can be a bit too runny, and then you know, it gets everywhere. Bosh! I mean, look how quickly I put that together. Not an issue at all. There we go. Let's bring it up so you lot can see it proper. I need like a sheet of paper or something. Oh. Actually, where is it? Oh yeah, now I can't find it. It was right behind me. There it is. It was right behind me. I'm just blind. Yeah. That did not help. You know, it's a very dark black resin on camera, but it comes up like a more paler sort of black, like a dark grey, really, if you catch it. But I think the camera's just struggling with the balance there. Maybe I should put it against a black background, actually. And the background won't outshine it. There we go. Look at that. It's quite a big mini as well. So that is a big nasty from War and Terror. A Gribbly, as we call it. Big old Gribbly. Dude Boric looks younger in real life. His cam, they're doing favours. He does, doesn't he? Are you using a PlayStation 5 as... Yeah, sure. Lorna, raiding in. Wow, thank you so much. I appreciate it. Oh, Raven's Rook is also in the chat. How you doing, man? Hope you're well. How's it going, Lorna? How you doing? How was your stream? I was just saying to you, I'm a man of many faces and thoughts. Ooh. Hey, Kurt Twig, how you doing? Kat, how are you? Hope you're well. We were just going over the swag bag and the freebies that I got from Chillcon. So good, thanks. Went to Chillcon and all I got was head off Kev. Behave yourself, Phil. That should be a t-shirt, right? No, please don't. So yeah, how are you all? What were you up to? Was it Baldur's Gate night? Was it 3 girls and a gate night? Again, better for burning spiders and killing goblins. Awesome. It was. Ah, well then you definitely had a laugh then, didn't you? You got 3 of them. Well, there you go. Yeah, so I was just saying before, I was being a bit crass, but it was in good fun. But at Chillcon, I was giving head. I also came away with a sore throat. And it, you know, it's not like, the sore throat's from talking, obviously. But no, I was giving out 3D prints of my face on little 28mm scale heads. And you know, like you got the one with me in a beanie, you got one with me in a town militia tin hat, and then another one as of me as a space marine. So I was handing them out. It was good fun. Rainbow Wrangler, how you doing? And Chaz, how are you? Welcome in, welcome in, welcome in. And yeah, I never finished my painting competition entry in time, of course. I decided we're way too late in the game. But I did pop some bits on just to say I did, and then I got a little badge for it, which was cool. So I'm happy. And yeah, we met some awesome people, did some awesome things, experienced some amazing stuff. Um, and I think the benefit of my role was I wasn't designated a specific role. So some people, they were manning the entrance and the tickets. Some was doing the swag bags, um, you know, security, checking out certain events like the paint competition, the 20-minute paint challenge, all that sort of thing. And I didn't have a defined role, so I was going around talking to people, showing them where they were going, what they needed, helping people, helping vendors set up. I even tried bringing cups of tea and coffee to people as well. I got in behind the 20-minute paint challenge table for a couple of hours, and that was good fun because I got to wind up a few people. Like, oh, you got 5 minutes left. 5 minutes. It's plenty of time. Take your time, but it's almost over, so hurry up. And you just see people like laughing and like, no, I just made a mess, like stuff like that. So it was a good laugh. What time did I get back Sunday? It was after 9. Yeah, it was after 9, I think. 9:30 maybe, something like that. I did stop off at Bunkers when I dropped him off for a quick coffee. And he showed me around his bunker as well, which is cool. And then from there, headed off home. Took me about 40 minutes to get from his to mine. But we were lucky because we basically didn't come in contact with traffic at all going up, because it was like a ridiculous time in the morning on a Sunday morning. But we coming back as well, because we didn't rush out of the event. We missed the late afternoon Sunday traffic, because we were helping clear up the tables and move stuff about. So yeah, like by the time we got on our way, we got to Bunkers about 8. I was only, from Derby to Luton, it's about an hour 45. It's really not that long, and then it was just another 40 minutes from his to mine. So it's a shame there's no direct road between where I am and Derby or Nottingham that doesn't squiggle so much and go through so many country roads. Because that would just make it a lot quicker. But where I am, it's quicker to go 3 junctions down the M40 to the M25 and then go up to the A1, M1, the M1, and then go up that way. Yeah. But yeah, it wasn't too late. But I'll tell you what, up at R5 in the morning, absolutely exhausted by the end of it. I was hanging. Absolutely hanging. But yeah, it was good. So I would recommend it. And you know what? Like, I would recommend more people volunteer on the day, because you still get to see everything at the event. You still get time to have a look, because the great thing about Chillcon is it's busy and it's a good size, but it's not heaving, and it's not so extensive that you need multiple days to go and see everything. Like, because there are some cons out there which are so big you need a whole weekend just to go and experience it. But Chillcon, you can do, as long as you get in when the gates open and you're there until the end, you can have a look around all the stalls, you can have a good chat with all the vendors, you can be social, you got time to sit down and eat.
play some games. There's even a board game library that you can use if you just want to chill out for a bit and decompress from the hubbub. Um, and then of course, you know, you got your influencers and your content creators hanging out as well, so it's a good way of you know, getting a selfie with them, or having a chat and getting some tips and stuff like that. It's just a really nice place, and you know, I think it's the perfect size and it's the perfect length of a day because it's only 6 hours long. It's just right, you know. So yeah, if you volunteer, you're still going to get plenty of time to enjoy it. Plus, you get perks with it as well. But even if you want to be there as, you know, as a customer, as someone who wants to enjoy the event, well worth going because, like I said, so much to do, but you get to experience everything at your own pace. So yeah, and it's quite central. You know, it was Derby this year. I don't know if it's going to be Derby again next year or if it's going to be Sheffield. It depends on whether or not you know, they can get the timing right on it, and the venue. That's what it's all about, really. Uh, but yeah, either way, I want to be there again, definitely, and do a night stay over as well. So not only can I then help out with setting up the night before, but then I can actually, you know, go out for a meal and a pint, and the inevitable, like, stupid o'clock drinking, just to be hungover for the day. Ah, there we go. So yeah, I mean, for those who did go, let us know what your highlights were of the event. What was it that you enjoyed most? The paint competition, the 20-minute challenge, the tables, the playing games, Lions Tower, Colour Forge, War on Terror, um, Hayland. What was it? You had Tom's Bunker. I mean, those guys are wonderful lads as well. There was Transatlantic Games there, showing off the newer Wave, the Wave 3 two thin coat paints, which I really hoped to get time to sit down and try out, and I never did, and I'm gutted about that. Graham's Hobby Corner, how you doing? I felt Sheffield flowed better with the layout. The hobby clinic and gaming area was a bit out of the way. Separate buildings, cracking data. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it was a weird one, wasn't it? Hey, Spider Sausage, how you doing? Um, yeah, I have to say it was being used to the way that Sheffield is organised. You know, it's a massive hall that leads down the corridor to another hall. Thank you so much for the follow. I appreciate it. Um, I'm surprised you hadn't followed me already. Why not? um, what was that? Practically, apparently giving them away at the hobby clinic. No, no. Oh, come on. So yeah, the reason why the hobby clinic ended up out in the canteen was because they wanted a bit more space, and the space that they were going to end up with in the main hall wasn't going to be enough. But they thought it would be a bit more, you know, chilled out. There, you know, it won't be so hectic. You can actually have a good conversation without having to shout and stuff like that. And it worked in that respect. It did. But I do feel like because it was a little bit out of the way, that part of the show didn't get to shine as much, which is a shame. Because normally that's like the main event, you know. You got that table of, you know, for the hobby clinic. You got this fantastic painters, a couple of content creators as guests. And you get to chat stuff like that. So who knows? Maybe it'll be different again next year. It all depends on which place they settle on, doesn't it? Um, but yeah, no, I agree. It did feel a bit more spaced out. Uh, for purposes of tidying up afterwards, when it came to stacking those tables and shifting them, I felt the difference in the distance and the geography of it because had to go up quite a long ramp in order to get the tables where they needed to go. It's like dragging a Mini Cooper up a hill. It was good fun. But yeah, but let us know what was your favourite bit, Graham, um, from one hobby corner to another. um, but yeah, I think my favourite bit was definitely the 20-minute paint challenge. Just because I got to volunteer there and see the panic in people's eyes, and some people took it real serious. I could tell they were painting furiously, and some people would chill and just Is it you? Is the mic a bit low? It's because it's me. It is me. It's because the mic was far from my face. But there you go. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me? Are you listening? There we go. Yeah. I don't have the pop shield anymore because it kept falling off. So there we go. Whoa! More than dice. Thank you for the follow. I appreciate it. I hope you're well. Let us know what you're up to in the chat. That's very nice of you for the follow. Sweet. So yeah. I actually wanted to sing a different song. If you leave me now, you take away the biggest part of me. Ooh, darling, please don't go. Oh man, my throat is still too sore. Reminder, keep mic near face hole. Yeah, I know. I keep pushing it away because normally it's in the way of the desk down camera. But I'm not doing any painting or anything. I already put a miniature together. There we go. The event exclusive for those who join later. Look how cool it is. It's a weird little alien with tentacles, like mechanical tentacles, and it's standing on a dead dude. Hoorah. There we go. I love the board game area. Me and my mate went there to sit for 20 minutes. 2 hours later, we were still there getting very competitive. I mean, that's perfect. That's all in the good nature of the event, Actually, judging from the profile picture, I probably saw you. Actually, you look familiar. That's for sure. Love how you started singing, and a ball shaver ad comes on. You got saved, or should I say, you got shaved. Nerd Hala sent us your way. No way. Ooh. Well, thank you so much, Nerd Hala. And welcome to the Hobby Corner. My name is Kev, of course, and we normally do some sort of painting and that, but today I'm feeling a little bit worse for wear. After a very eventful day yesterday at Chillcon, which was in Derby. It was good fun. And, I showed off the swag bag. It had, it was a 30 quid swag bag. And you got easily about 150 quid's worth of gear, including, an awesome handcrafted dice bag, tons of miniatures from different companies like Lion Tower and laser cut terrain. Got a big can of Colourforge spray. It was awesome. Even some paints from the Wave 3, soon to be coming out, Wave 3 two thin coats. So that was awesome. Bosh, there we go. See if I can win the competition next year. Third time's the charm. Go for it, man. That's what it's all about, isn't it? I'm really pumped to get an actual proper effort put out for the competition next year. That's for sure. Kevin, missed you at Chillcon. Yeah, you did. I saw that you got a selfie with Bunker, and I was like, oh. And it was probably around the time that I was at the painting, the 20-minute paint challenge table. So yeah, it would have been nice to see you in real life, but hey, there's always next year, isn't there? Or the Warhammer World meetup, which is going to be on the 20th of June. So if you're free at the 20th of June, there's going to be a big meetup at Warhammer World. We're going to try and get as many tables booked as possible so we can all play some games, have some laughs, hit Bugmans as well afterwards. Be good. Oh, don't worry. You know what? I say this every time. It's one thing to see someone's face online if they're streaming or whatever, or doing videos, or knowing their name in the chat, which is always different to their real life name, and then meeting them in real life. And 9 times out of 10, unless you're really looking out for that person, you're going to miss them because there's so much going on, firstly, but also you're not used to seeing that person in real life, so it doesn't quite register straight away. Just got home from work and picking up the grot from the mushroom patch. Aww. Ain't that lovely? I bet they're covered in muck, eh? But yeah, no, there was a few people who came up and said, "Oh, you alright, Kev?" And I had to turn around and go, "Hi, how are you? You alright?" Shake the hand, and then I'm like, and they're like, "Oh, I'm such and such." I'm like, "Okay, thank you for introducing yourself." I did say on Friday night, if you come up to me, you have to introduce yourself because I have no idea who you are, and you got to say both your name and then your online name so that I can put 2 and 2 together. Because if you're someone who doesn't like live stream, or you're not on my regular watch list, because you know my watch list is so, I have to cycle through everyone just so I can get to see everyone at some point. I'm not going to clock your face straight away. I'm not going to clock who you are straight away. It's embarrassing as hell because I don't want to make people think that I feel like I'm too important to remember who you are. It's not the case at all. It's just there's a lot of people and a lot of names and a lot of faces and a lot of online names, and it's just, well, man, you know, everyone should have a name tag, I think. That is not your real life name. I clocked Bunker at the end of the table, and we had a mutual understanding as I made a beeline for him. Did you tackle him, or did you shin him? Took 15 minutes of guessing my name. It didn't take that long. Yeah, but when you told me, I remembered. You know, I was like, oh yeah, I remember now. But it's because I'm just too used to calling you Bunker, isn't it? I did tell you about the story about, you know, like back when I was younger, and we was at the Games Workshop in Harrow, and you know, you had your Veterans Night every week, and everyone had a nickname, and they were ridiculous most of the time. Most of them weren't even like twists of their real names. It was things they did or a characteristic of them or whatever. It was so random at times. And you got so used to calling people by their nicknames, which is, to you lot, it's like your online names. You completely forgot what their real names were. So whenever you heard their real name get called out, you're like, that's your name? Really? Like, what? So, yeah. I still don't remember some people's names, like real life names. I still remember them as their nickname. So, and that's like 20 years later, you know. I mean, what can you do? It's just the nature of it, isn't it? I believe you, void captive bazooka. Parents wanted a battleship. They probably did. No, they wanted him to reach for the stars. So they. Yeah. This boy, you know what? He's going to be so talented. It's going to be astronomical. There you go. I went to the con with my brother-in-law and his son. So I introduced them. Like, John, this is Bunker. That makes sense, right? That makes perfect sense. Oh, squash. It's nice. It's nice. Anyways, so yeah, it was a good day. I recommend it. Um, Even if you have to travel a couple hours, or if you have to stay the night before, it's worth it for the meetup the night before as well. But yeah, if you want a convention that's largely war games, tabletop stuff, crafts, that sort of thing. You want to see new games, new systems. If you want to sell your stuff, because you can always hire a spot and have your own stall, or you go to the bring and buy and sell stuff there. It's just the right size to enjoy. So yeah, I'd like to see more people turn up next year. It'd be great. I'm so used to it. I introduce myself, but yeah, you do. It's annoying actually. I'm not going to UK Games Expo. I mean, as fantastical as it is, I think it's just too big and too busy, and there's no way you can possibly enjoy it. You need the whole weekend, firstly, and that's just like no stops and good roads and maybe the wind behind me too. It would take 8 hours to get to Derby. You could fly it. It'd be cheaper on fuel as well, actually, or train fare. Like you could go to the nearest airport, get a flight to West Midlands Airport, and then get a cab in, and it would be cheaper and quicker, guaranteed. But yeah, I'm gonna see if we can go to Salute. That would be fun. And drag the kids along as well. It's not East Midlands, it's West Midlands. Fuck it. You'll end up in a field. Have you tried getting a train from here? I mean, no. Why would I want to? You're in God knows where, in the middle of God knows where, in a country that's terrible for its transport anyway. So, yeah. Fort William is going to take you months just to hike to the nearest transport hub. So, you know, I don't blame you. Freedom! There's your freedom from everything. That's why you drive everywhere. That makes sense. That's both. I mean, if you're out in the sticks, you really do have to rely on driving everywhere. So, yeah, there you go. Anyways, should we see? Well, we'll see who we can raid. But what I'm going to do is do the sign off for the YouTube lot. So, thank you so much for being here. It's been wonderful having a chat. I hope you enjoyed this little debrief, this little recap. And, you know, as always, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you haven't already, leave a little comment. And yeah, throw in your energy into the little social media links and all that great stuff. And yeah, I will see you Wednesday, 8:30 p.m. Big loves to ya. Peace. Hang on.